now we got it on beat. I put it on 116, right? Look. And then we just said we catching the vibe, so we got one. Yo, 911, actually, if you look at the Fugees on Yo MTV Raps, and I'm sitting back on the couch with a guitar in my hand, and I'm going like this. Yo, so that's really, and then years later when I got a chance to work with Mary J, you know, this song was basically, you know, a song I wrote from a place of pain, you know, and it was sort of like when I listened to like Donny Hathaway, it's like, what would the last song sound like on earth? Like if you had your last song. And it was like, so at the time, it was just a lot of pain that I was going through emotionally. And it's like, there's some people that goes through the pain and they out themselves. And it was like, so it was like, well, if I ain't take a gun and out myself, what would I do at the time? Because it was real like that. So you know, so then I just express. And what's deep about it, if you pay attention to 911, no one really understands the song, but everyone feels a certain thing. But if you break the lyrics down, you see it's more like a suicide letter to your girl. We be like, if death comes for me tonight, girl, I want you to know that I loved you. And no matter how tough I would appear, only to you I would reveal my tears. So if you listen to the lyrics, I'm gone. Like, if death comes for me tonight, I want you to know that I love you, and know, because I'm writing it like past. You see what I'm saying? So and then Mary J, like when I was doing it, the only person that I could think about that can express that kind of thing that I was feeling at the time, because it was like, I was like, who's our Aretha Franklin of our time? And then I got in the studio with Mary J. Mary J did 2 takes.
Oh.
Perfect, both takes. And the first take was perfect. I was just like being greedy. I was like, yo, you know, Mary, if you could bless me with another take, you know, and I'll just chop this thing up myself. And it was incredible, you know what I mean? She was incredible, you know. Food, ready or not, you know, it's like, once again, with the score, there'd be a lot of conspiracy around the score album. And what's deep about it is the origin and the nucleus of the score musically at the time was coming from 2 people. The nucleus of it, you know, Lauren, Clef, the nucleus, because that's all we did. And then everybody would come in and feed into the parts. You see what I'm saying? Prize was a rockhead. So Prize would come in and be like, okay, maybe we're going to take this way, that way. But Ready or Not was a record I did in like 15 minutes. The beat, I did the beat on an NP that wasn't, you know, as modernized as this. So when people are saying, like, I picked up like Miv Bleak mixtape and I hear Ready or Not, right? And there was 2 parts to the sample, right? So the part that y'all usually hear is part y'all hear on the record. So my whole idea was like, yo, that would be Ready or Not Part 1. But if the Fugees ever got together, I would use the second half of the sample. Nobody know that there's a second half of the sample to Ready or Not. I'm going to play y'all the second half of the sample. This is the second half right here. That's the second half. So what's crazy about it is, it's like, when I was doing it, it was like, I was like, yo, no, I was like, that first half sounds so ill. I was like, yo, we can't even, like, it has to be chopped off as like 2 separate samples, you know. And then Lauren came in the room, it was in the Booker basement. Automatically, she started going, Ready or Not. Here I, you know, right over there. It was like, ready, here I come. You can't hide, you know. And this was the base of how a lot. I used to keep every sample, exclusive for Rap Radar. Yeah. If death comes for me tonight, girl, I want you to know that I loved you. And no matter how tough I would depend on Rap Radar, only to you I would reveal my tears. Yeah. So tell the police I ain't home tonight. Messing around with you is gonna get me like, yeah. But when I look into your eyes, yeah, you worth the sacrifice. To my people in the streets, if this is the kind of love that my mom used to warn me about, Rap Radar, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. Yeah. If this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, Rap Radar, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. Yeah. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just been shot down, and the bullets in my heart, and it's piercing through my soul. Tell the streets, feel my body getting cold. So cold, so cold, so cold.